I don't have my iPad in here to see the comments. So forgive me. I'm gonna wait a moment or two to see how many people we get on here. While I'm waiting for people in comments. Should just take the time. Hi, Becky. Forgive me if I don't see all your comments because I forgot to grab my iPad. I have a lot of good news, so I wanted to wait for a few people. I got 4 people on here. All right. It's been an interesting day. When I woke up this morning, I just didn't feel like I had energy today. I don't know how many Kickstarters I drank today, plus a cup of coffee. But it is Saturday night, and tomorrow I go back to work in the evening time. Um, but I have to tell you today, what I mean, for as much, hey guys, for as much trouble that I've had today myself, I don't blame anybody. Um, so a lot of my issues today were mine. I felt lethargic. I felt like I didn't have enough energy to do anything. I pushed through to do. We're starting to purge the kitchen. We got a bunch of stuff out of here, so now I have my Filipino dresser and most of this hutch over here empty, so we can put stuff in it. Hey Sheila, um, Brenda from PA. So I can say that we started. We finally have started the big purge, which is basically the kitchen. Um, we did do a purge in our room, and I still think that she could have gotten rid of more clothes or stuff. But hey, progress is progress. I don't care how small it is. At least we're heading down the path that we've been wanting to head down for before Jerry got sick. Um, but I will say that I'm happy that we went in and we went through the 3,000. I don't know how many coffee cups, but I just said 3,000. Um, hey Hannah, yeah, got to start somewhere. We basically took all the coffee cups. I mean, the regular everyday coffee cups, the seasonal coffee cups, the decorative tchotchke coffee cups, and we filled up. I say one giant cardboard box plus some other another cardboard box. Um, so we got started. We got rid of, I'd say, at least half, if not more than half, of the coffee cups that we had that just weren't getting used. Now, the seasonal coffee cups, they do get used. So I wasn't mad when Jerry said I want to keep a certain number of the holiday coffee cups, which is basically autumn, Easter, Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. So she kept like 2 of each for each holiday, or 2 to 3 of each. Of course, she has this huge Harry Potter coffee cup collection, and I think she got rid of most of that. Yeah, I think she got rid of. She kept like 2 of the one kind and 2 of another kind, and then the one that I'm constantly using. So out of the, I think, 12 Harry Potter coffee cups, she got rid of. Oh, I'd say at least 6, at least 6. You know, Harry Potter coffee cups, which I was kind of like, yay, I'm happy that she's, trying. So we got through at least that part. Now, tomorrow, before I go to work, I think we are going to work on some more of the stuff in the kitchen. Some of the stuff, though, I'll be honest with you, and I'm happy. Our her home care person took like, well, she didn't take it yet today because she walked home, but she took a bunch of stuff that she wants to give to her sister or keep for herself for the holidays. I'm sorry I can't read you guys' messages because like I said, I forgot my iPad, so I can't do like this kind of thing. So I'm just gonna continue talking, and please forgive me for not being able to answer your questions right away or anything like that because I wasn't I was but was not planning on doing a live. I wanted to do a live, but then I was like, oh, it's too late, and so I didn't bring my iPad here. Found out that Diane was doing a live, and she was going over Jerry Ann's latest shopping haul from the Dollar Tree. And yes, I was not happy. I wasn't really happy about the whole situation. I was kind of like, okay, she went to Dollar Tree and got a few things. I did not realize how much she got until she got home, and I was either helping her unpack or do one thing or another. Um, so it's kind of like one of those. I didn't go with her. I stayed at home with the puppy. They went Friday after one of her doctor's appointments. It's all good. Just glad to see you are doing well. I'm doing a whole lot better. I am today was well, like I was trying to say, today was a trying day because I wanted to do it. I started the hall the not the hall, the purge. And I yesterday I felt good, so I was thinking, oh yeah, I'll get up Saturday morning. We'll do this, and da, and do start doing the kitchen purge, and hopefully get through it all. Well, because of various things out of my control, plus a few things that I just didn't know how to switch off. Um, we only got the coffee cups. Now I will tell you this much: we downed the coffee cups from one whole cabinet plus what was hanging up to basically one cabinet, and not well, it was like one cabinet down here on the floor, one cabinet on the wall, plus stuff hanging on the wall. That's some of it's decorative, some of it's stuff we use on a regular basis. So when we shrank it down to one cupboard and just half of another cupboard with mom's coffee, mom's cups and whatnot that she drinks soup out of, things like that. Mom's not a coffee drinker, and she'll only drink tea if she feels she has to because of illness. But between me trying to come in here, literally, I'm gonna say it again. This old dresser here in the back is basically as old as I am, probably a little bit older because my dad had it commissioned while we were in the Philippines. I think we got it before or about the same time I was born. And then this dresser over here, which is a long dresser. Here, let me just pivot. Pabat. This long dresser down here, except for two drawers, is empty because the two drawers that are not empty is my mom's china from she basically received it as her wedding gift. So I'm happy to say that that one I will never get because that's basically my little treasure from my the only thing that I own from my childhood, from my baby, from when I was a baby. Sorry, Sheila, I didn't see your message. Um, that dresser is basically mom had a set, and when we moved in, no, that was actually left behind by the previous occupants. This thing behind me is a buffet from my grandmother. So it's got some wear and tear. It's seen some days. Um, was it was it in New York when we had Sandy, or was it sent back here with mom when she moved back here? I don't remember. But if that buffet was sitting in my okay. Um, Jerry, I'm glad you jumped on. I forgot to say I was going to do a live. Actually, it was kind of a spur of the moment. But we have started the purge. We did have the buffet in New York during Sandy. Okay, that's probably why she's showing some wear and tear. Um, she's never been overseas, so she survived deserts of Arizona, and then she survived Hurricane Sandy. So she's a tough old broad. Of course, I think a lot of the women in my family, both my mom's side and my dad's side, are tough old broads. You want me to try to bring in your iPad? Um, no, Jerry. I don't think I'm gonna need it. Actually, no. Nah, don't worry about my iPad. Thanks, hon. Um, but anyhow, I've been sitting in here trying to organize some of my stuff, trying to find my notepad with all my Bible verses on it. Um, but I will say that I think tomorrow morning I am semi semi ready for a Bible verse. Right now, I am just trying to close up a few books. Actually, now that I'm in a position right now where I could probably go in bed and fall asleep until who knows when tomorrow morning. I've actually got to sit down and focus on recalibrating my um, sleep pattern so I can actually get up a decent hour, get up earlier so I can do more during the daytime. I know even for me it sounds weird because I'm used to being like, okay, I'm gonna go in bed at 10 or 11, and then by 1 o'clock I'll shut everything off and go to sleep. Well, even if I were to fall asleep at 1 or shortly after 1, if I slept until like 9 a.m., that's still 8 hours worth of good sleep, as long as the dog doesn't wake me up at the butt crack of dawn and that kind of stuff. It's really weird to think this because I mean I'm sitting here going, I'm 51. I should be able to sleep when I want to sleep, and wake up when I want to wake up, and do this and da da da. Then I wake up and go, no, I'm an adult and I need to sleep like an adult and get up like an adult and do the adulting, which I'm not fond. I'm not fond of doing the adulting because um, of that thing. Actually, Oreo is doing pretty good. Once we settle down and turn off all the lights and put on this music that somebody created that helps put puppies to sleep, Oreo will start to fall asleep. We're actually getting her to fall asleep in her bed on the floor. Um, yeah, that damned adult think. Um, I actually saw a coffee cup about adulting, and I can't remember what it said, so forgive me. But yeah, Oreo is learning to fall asleep on the floor on her bed, but she has a tendency to, I guess, when she wakes up before us, she'll crawl in bed and start at our feet and just work her way so she's like right in between me and Jerry with very little to no space. Jerry usually gets a cold nose or something like that against her back, and I get her back paws into my kidney, and she'll push right into my kidney in my lower back, and I'm like, oh god, dog. So we're trying our best to get her trained so she'll stay on the floor, but that's kind of hard to do because um unfortunately we can't get the wild child out of the dog. So she is basically like, if I can get away with it, or if I think I can get away with it, I'm gonna try to do something I know I'm not supposed to do, but I don't care. And I'm like, okay, we must be in the dog teenage angst time. I don't know. I do know that dogs age faster than human beings. I mean, one of our years is 5 to a dog, so you know. But I'll be honest with you. I mean, even though at first I didn't want the dog because of financial situations, I've grown attached to the dog, even though sometimes the dog is just being an annoying puppy, and I just want to. Not that I want to get rid of her. I just want her to settle down, quit being so rambunctious. Um, that and I don't say that I need to train Jerry because Jerry's way of dealing with the puppy over my way of dealing with the puppy, which yeah, okay, my way is a little bit more intense and sometimes violent depending on me, and I have to sit back and go, whoa, okay, yes, the dog is being annoying. The dog is jumping on your junk. Maybe I need to get up and just get away from the dog. And yeah, the dog jumped on my nads. So yeah, she's done that twice today, and I just wanted to slap the dog silly, but she don't know. Um, but uh, so today's been one of those days where you kind of go, I did that, and I'm not laying in bed dead to the world. Oh, speaking about bed, okay. As soon as I get done with this, I have to go in and do meds, make sure the meds are set up, and fold clothes. Even though I think I might wait until tomorrow and just, I don't know. See how I feel after I get done with this video, or this live. I don't know if you can hear the noise behind me. That's Lisa's room behind me, and not that I'm upset or anything like that, but this wall was put up after this building was, or after this portion of the house was made, and they put up faux walls to cut their family room in half. I don't know why, but the room that Lisa's in is our, oh, tornado sirens are going off, and it's not Wednesday. Let's all go run into the windowless spare room in the middle of the house, and everybody break out their phones so we can get different perspectives of the weather. So that's why you can hear through the wall, which I think is funny. I really do. Because sometimes I'll be in here doing my thing, writing down my notes and whatnot, and I can hear her, holding a conversation with her eldest, or her one of her grandkids, her eldest granddaughter. That's what I was gonna say, eldest granddaughter. And I think it's so cute and funny, and just at the same time, like, but life is getting better around here. I don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow before I have to go to work. Actually, we might just take tomorrow as a day off because I'm going to attempt to get up at 9:30 tomorrow to make a large Easter family breakfast because I will not be here for dinner. I have to work. I have to work 4 to 10, so I won't get Easter. We won't have an Easter dinner. We'll have an Easter breakfast. And I actually like it because then I can spend time before I have to go to work with my wife and my mom. Yep, 4 to 10 tomorrow. So that's going to be fun. Basically, they've got me on this week is not as screwy as I thought it was going to be. because this whole week they've got me 4 to 10. And then starting Sunday, they've got me on some weird hours like 5:30 to 10. That's 4.5 hours. I'm probably going to try to go in at 5 and get at least 5 hours. Um, Easter breakfast sounds good. Yeah, I'm gonna, bunch of scrambled eggs, some sausage, some bacon. I got cinnamon rolls in the refrigerator. I can make up some kibasi and pierogies. But yeah, next week, not this coming week starting tomorrow, but the week after. It's like the longest day I'm scheduled for is on Thursday, 4 to 10. Rest of the week is like 5:30, 4:30. Get out of here. I'm sorry. Good evening. Happy Saturday. Okay. Same to you. I'm sorry I didn't catch your name. Like I said, I don't have my Oh, that's right. My schedule only goes up to the 20th, and then after that, it so anyhow. But oh, I'm gonna watch for comments after I show this. Somebody sent me a book a couple days back, and I don't remember if I put anything out about it, but it had no, like, you know how a lot of times people send you gifts from like Amazon, they put in a gift card saying so and so, the message in your name, and then like return a little slip that I can use to return it if I don't want the book. But this person sent me, and tell me if I already talked about this once before, this book called Book of Steak, and it has tells you all the different cuts, the histories, and then a bunch of different recipes, like ribeye steak in bourbon marinade. Ooh, that actually sounds good. Just regular chuck steak, drunk chuck steak. Why is it drunk? Oh, because it's got red wine as part of its. Um, who gets drunk off of wine unless it's mead? Ranch steak and how to make that. And short ribs, which I'm pretty sure Mom would love. Slow cooked brisket. But anyhow, now that I'm looking back at my phone, anybody who knows who sent this or the person who sent it, if you want to send me a private message, that's fine and dandy. If you want to be recognized for sending me the book, jump in and say, I sent it. But please be the person who actually sent it. Actually, I probably wouldn't even know because of. Hey, Chris M. Beverly, Jim. How are you tonight? Okay, I'm actually doing really good. I was not doing so good earlier today because I was just kind of like I couldn't wake up. Um, I had back pains. I had kidney pain because of the way my dog sleeps with us when she can sneak into the bed. Um, she did something quite interesting a couple of days ago. I was laying in bed and um, because I've been so warm lately, I don't wear pajama pants. I just my underwear. But I was laying there, and all of a sudden, I felt like this cold spot on my leg. I was like, "What the hell?" And then I realized the dog had somehow climbed underneath the covers and started making her way down towards my feet and started sniffing my bare leg with a cold nose. And I was like, "What? Like, get out from underneath there, you crazy mutt!" But I wouldn't have it any other way. I mean, yeah, I complain and I grumble and whatnot because the dog wakes me up or because one thing or another that she does because she's like, the sun's up, there's light outside, let's go play. So I'm like, no, my alarm hasn't gone off. I'm still sleepy. I didn't fall asleep until after 1 o'clock. And it's kind of like the dog just, does not fully understand. Um, I'm glad you have a new pup. Yes, dogs are they are very loving and they are very kind animals. And unfortunately, because of my mental issues, right now it's especially today because of the way I felt. It was one of those, you know, telling the dog off, trying to get the dog to settle down, trying to keep the dog off the couch so we can eat. Yeah, we didn't eat at the dining room table because it was covered with china and other dishware that we still have to go through and decide where to put it or how to get rid of it. But I will say that we did accomplish at least the coffee mugs and all the extra stuff that I wanted to get out of this room so I can use the drawers for other things. Like once I get stuff out from in front of the long dresser, I want to use, excuse me, the long dresser for storage and other things. Unless I can get that thing cleared up, my route to it, the stuff that's on it. I'm talking about getting to this corner, which has got a lot of knickknacks and just things that I'm probably going to get rid of. Um, um, I have two swords in this room that either I'm going to A, get rid of, or find a way to put them on display because of my personality or whatnot. Um, Now, the two swords that are in here, one of them, well, they're both Celtic in nature. One of them is a Celtic broadsword that my wife got me for a wedding gift. So that was on my side when we got married. And then there was the um, the Celtic short sword, which my brother-in-law gave to me like years after we got married. I don't know where he got it from, but I need to either clean them up or look at them to see if they need any kind of repair because of rust and whatnot, thanks to Hurricane Sandy. And then in my bedroom, I have a replica of Alti. No, it's not Altier's. It's Ezio's. I do believe it's Ezio's longsword from Assassin's Creed the game. There's actually a lot of great people out there because they've made some replicas of the different weaponry and whatnot that they use on Assassin's Creed. In fact, I remember years ago when Assassin's Creed Syndicate came out, that that thing that launches out the line so they can zip across buildings. Some guy found out how to do it and how to make it lightweight but durable enough to transport a human being. So, hey Jesse. So I watched that, and I watched another guy who created the different clothes. There's several people out there that make like the different clothing and the different armaments from the game because it becomes such a worldwide phenomenon, basically. So, I mean, there's a group of guys in France that practices parkour, and they do all the things that they do in the game. You know, bouncing off the walls, climbing the walls. You know, all the different maneuvers. So, I mean, come on. I mean, if I had the money, I would probably, have somebody build, create a perfect fit costume of not well, yeah, Ezio is one of them. There was a costume in Ezio that I was like, ooh, I want that. And then the costume from Black Flag, and now Eivor's costume from Valhalla. So it's like if I had the money, but I would probably just pick one of the three different costumes, and it would probably be Eivor. Um, Even though I think that one costume that Ezio was wearing was pretty damn cool. But anyhow, Dre tried to make me the one from Black Flag, and well, a lot of crafting, a lot of sewing, a lot of like stuff that never got done. And I don't blame Jerry. I don't blame anybody. It's all my. It's because I wasn't pushing. Um, Things here at the house changed, and it was like, okay, I need to um, try to be more mindful of what's more important. You know, my costumes, or you know, food on the table, or bills being paid, things like that. And I don't blame anybody for it. So it's kind of like one of those, whose fault is it, mine or yeah, we ended up buying one that I'm too round in the gut for it. So I ended up giving it away because like I'm not gonna be able to fit in this. I'm too. It was Connor. Okay. Yeah, it was Connor because it was supposed to be from the Assassin's Creed 3, which was Connor. And I'll be honest with you guys. I mean, as much as I want to run around like a kid in cosplay, I'm nowhere near any places that do the cosplay type stuff like Comic Cons or anything like that. And if I ever heard of one, I don't know if I'd be able to make it to it because of my. Well, no, because if I keep Fridays and Saturdays off, I could probably go to Comic Cons in St. Louis because it's 3 hours away, or not 3 hours, 2 hours away, or less. Um, but I guess part of it is I'm still a kid at heart. I mean, I still like doing things that you think only kids would do. Like I don't know, I don't know very many people at 51 that plays video games, but I still do. Um, I don't know of anybody, well, around my age that would like dress up like a Viking and go to a Viking con up in Minnesota or someplace like that. Stay that way. Yeah, I try to let the kid at heart play, but there are times that it's just like there's too much going on, and I have to be more adult and focused. Um, so I try to keep a lot of my mind in the adult. 47 plays video games. Yeah, well, yeah. Um, Gamer girl. Okay. Well, with a title like that, I expect you to be playing. I just don't know how old you are, and age is not a real. Yeah, Comic Con. They're called Comic Con conventions. Um, there's different types of Comic Cons. There's Dragon Con. There's I heard of it, but the closest one I heard about is in Minnesota. It's a Viking Con. Um, yeah, I know, Jerry. I need to find my balance, and sometimes it's hard to do because it's like gotta let the kid out and play every so often, or things get dull and boring. But I can't be a kid all the time, and you know, telling the kid to stop. But yeah, there's all kinds of conventions, and they have different names: Comic Con, Star Trek Con, Dragon Con, D&D Con. I used to know all of the different cons because they used to come to Phoenix, and I was like, um, but so I'm. It's not that I'm trying to cut myself off from Jerry Ann or anything like that. It's just um, we've been fairly busy. We got a lot of stuff done, and I'll have. Oh, yeah, I have to say that I'm happy that we got so much done, but there's also times where it's just kind of like, I wish I could have done more. I wish I could have pushed myself to do more, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to see how I feel in the morning when I wake up to see what I decide that I'm gonna do, and be done with before 3 o'clock. Before 2:30 would be preferable. But I can tell you this much, and I'm actually happy with it. I'm finding out that if I don't take a nap, if I don't take a sleeping nap, just lay there and let my body relax and recuperate some energy before going to work, but not sleeping, I'm I'm pretty well off. Where come when I come home at 10 o'clock, I'm like dead on my feet from work, and ready to call it a day and go to sleep. But there are times where it's like I wish I had more sleep. Then I think to my, like something Jerry pointed out to me earlier is, maybe you're tired because you're oversleeping, and I'm like, yeah, it could be the case, especially if I get over 9 hours of sleep, and I mean like average adult um, sleeps like 6 to 8 hours, and there are times where I go, not this body. Oh no, 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 maybe 7 to 8, but definitely not 6. I mean, that's too low. But I huh? Oh, I'm not blocking anybody anymore unless they're like outright rude. But yeah, well, I take the new medication at nighttime because that's what was happening. Was I was literally taking the new prescription they told me to take for the mornings, and then I read the like may cause drowsiness, and I'm like, yeah, thank I can't wake up. So I talked to my doctor about it, and he said, oh, just switch it to nighttime with the other medication. So now I take all my night when I take all my nighttime medication, it's like 30 minutes later, I'm like, okay, I can't play this no more. Time to go to bed. Even if it's simple solitaire, I'm just like, okay, yeah. Um, but I now take it all at nighttime, so I fall asleep faster. I just worry that sometimes if I don't get enough sleep, enough consecutive sleep, um, that I'm not sleeping off the may cause drowsiness part, and wake up kind of like, This morning was a little difficult because, and I'm not blaming Jerry. I'm not blaming the dog. I'm not blaming anybody. But this morning I made Jerry a cup of coffee, and I made myself a cup of coffee, and then my brain was like, "Oh, you got to do this, this, and this." Oh, Skyrim. I was playing Skyrim live online on my PS4, I think, and yeah, if you like RPGs where there's not a lot of action and it's slow and whatnot, yeah, that puts me to sleep too. Um, I'm actually, I wanted to talk to Jerry about um, renewing my subscription for WoW, but right now it's kind of like I have not. I need to finish this game before I move on to another game. Yet I'm going back to this other game because I don't feel like I finished it properly, and it just becomes one of those. I'm kind of tired of the. I'm not tired of sitting in my room playing my games, um, but sometimes it's kind of like this is refreshing, but I want to play my WoW. I haven't played WoW in a while, and they've got a new update already, and I want to see how much it costs to update my current WoW. But and so then it becomes one of those. Okay, do I get a year's subscription to Xbox or PS4, or do I get a subscription to WoW that renews itself every month at 14 something and change? But my brain is going, can you afford that? Are you going to have enough time to play it when you want to play it? It's one of those kind of things like I got two games in my room that I got for Christmas, and I have not finished either one of them. Um, God of War Ragnarok is very intriguing, but also very difficult. So I'm kind of like, I'm stuck. I got to find the walkthrough. Um, and that's the same thing with Valhalla. I have not finished Valhalla, which I could have three different times, but when I got towards a certain point in Valhalla, because I wasn't being smart, every time I turned on the game and went to a certain point to get past it, I always got killed. So it's kind of like, okay, God of War, I'm getting killed at this point. Valhalla, I keep on messing up and getting killed at this point. I've got the basic information or basic walkthrough for Valhalla that I could get off of the internet for free. So I'm just kind of like, I don't know, but you know, just started Valhalla. You'll love it. I will give you one thing that I realized was really helpful for me. Know the attitude and thoughts of Vikings, not just their like battle prowess, but just their you're building up your you got to build up your village to get certain things, and you got to know what to build first compared to the rest of the stuff that you could build. But it's kind of like one of those. I don't really play anything a lot because it's either I come home and I'm just too tired, or it's going to have to be on one of my days off when Jerry can keep the dog out there for a while so I can enjoy playing my game and not have a wild child of a dog trying to, get in the middle of me trying to play the game, or just getting too rowdy for me to concentrate. So it's kind of like, oh boy, I kind of, well, I didn't say this to Jerry, but it was all up here in my head that I kind of came up with this joke of, I think I should just set up all my digital equipment, a TV monitor of some sort, my game consoles, and the computer in my office, so I can come into my office and do whatever I want, game wise. And Jerry, my brain was like, Jerry's gonna say no because I mean, okay, she might say yes to the game console, but she wanted the game consoles and game systems in the bedroom. So while she's relaxing and go to sleep and I'm playing video games, it won't be a problem. I can't, same with the computer. She didn't want me to bring the computer in here and set it up. My old computer, which is actually in pieces. Yeah, there's a CPU. I don't know where the monitor is. I don't know where all the wiring is. But I was thinking about hooking up my old computer and trying to get it updated and get all that stuff on to play in here. But Jerry was like, "No, I don't want you to do that because you can get yourself in trouble." And you know how many problems we had before when you were getting yourself in trouble. And I was like, "Yeah, I do understand her point of view, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, but I have a game that's supposed to be coming out in the next couple months that I am doing counseling every other Tuesday. Um, I got a notification on my phone that they're coming out with a new game for mobile. It's a new mobile game. It's free of charge. It's a Viking, like you create your own Viking life. You know, you create your avatar, you play the game, and you basically, you know, live as a Viking. And I just kind of went, yes, please, I'll check it out. Um, but I'm I'm really happy with the okay, I didn't quite see that, but something came up. Jerry put on there with my name. Um, okay, I'm not embarrassed about my counseling. I know what it is. I know why I need it. I know why I journal so I can remember what to talk to the counselor about. So I'm, you know, I'm good there. But I wish I had my I wish I had my iPad so I can answer some of your questions. Thankfully, Jerry is on top of most of them. Um, I'm I'm actually looking forward to a lot of things that are supposed to be coming up soon. Between some of the things that I'm working on for myself, and I'm it literally just hit me. I'm like, I'm about ready to go on a cruise ship in mid to late May. I know clothing is going to be simplified because we've already got kind of got a lot of our clothing set up. But I'm like, what? I mean, besides my iPad and my iPhone, don't know if I'm going to get any kind of Wi-Fi or anything like that. Um, should I bring my iPad? You know, I figured I'm going to bring at least my phone and my earbuds so I can listen to my own music when I want to. But it's like my iPad is the one thing I use to help me relax so I can go to sleep. But I'm like, do I take the iPad because I'm probably going to have so much. I'm probably going to be waking up at the break of dawn or whenever my wife and family wake us up or wake me up. Um, am I going to be doing so much during the cruise that I won't even think about the iPad? I don't know. You bring your tablet on your cruise? Okay, well, yeah, okay, well, then I'll probably end up bringing that. But I mean, the way things are starting to sound with this cruise is like, one, yes, I do want to go on it. But the thing is like, okay, besides clothing, what all should I bring? Should I bring a book to read? Um, should I bring my tablet? What should I bring um, of my own stuff to deal with? But I don't want to bring too much. Um, okay, cruises do have their own Wi-Fi. That's good. That's good because sometimes when I don't have enough Wi-Fi or signal, my phone or my tablet or my phone want to just kind of crap out. Um, but something in paint, okay. But I am I'm looking at a lot of books. You know what? I see one, two books I could bring. I think that should be more than enough because of um, it's only going to be about a week or so of a cruise. A week and a half. What I don't remember how long it is. I just know that I'm going to be out of work for at least 2+ weeks, 2.5 to 3 weeks. But yeah, I have to pay for the Wi-Fi. Ooh, yikes. Uh, I don't know how well that's going to work. But downtown, yeah. Like I said, I'll probably bring at least 2 books in my iPad and whatnot. Um, Actually, I see 4 different books I could bring, but I'm just, you know, I I just know that I'm going to try to have as much fun as possible and doing as little as possible. Um, of course, when I've been told that you can get catered to, you can stay in your room the whole cruise and have breakfast, lunch, and dinner brung to you, or you can check out some of the restaurants and stuff on the cruise. In fact, I got email. I don't know if it came directly from the cruise line or from Jerry, bounced it to from Jerry. But there's this thing on my emails that I got to take a look at that has to do with our cruise. So fun. But anyhow, it is almost 10 o'clock. I've got clothes to fold, which I could wait until tomorrow if I didn't feel like doing it. But I have clothes to fold and our comblers for our medication to do. Um, I just want to say this. I know I have a lot of tough times with Jerry, and I know that I don't always see eye to eye with people, not just Jerry, but people in general. And I'm trying to work on that, and I think this little vacation will do me and Jerry Ann good because we won't have our normal everyday stressors around us. We can just sit back and relax and chit chat and hopefully come home on a stabler, more understanding position than we have been in quite some time. Communication has broken down. Communication has broken down, and I'm the one who's very sorry because I don't know if I'm the one that caused the communication breakdown or just the different, the different things that are stresses to me, like money, a wild child of a dog, not knowing if my skills with communication is adequate enough. I know I really suck at it because I have a hard time just dealing with the dog and communicating with the dog. Um, don't go yet, Jim. No, I'm not trying to leave just yet. I'm pretty close to the 60-minute mark, though. Um, Things that here at the house, um, from time to time, does get very stressful on me, and I really don't like stress. Yet somehow I create my own stress, which I can never fully understand that. I mean, there's a lot of things out there in the world today that can be very stressful and cause people like me who already have an existing mental problem just lose it and not know where I'm going and whatnot. So I'm I'm trying to work on it, but there are some days where it's just kind of like I don't know what's wrong, don't know what's going on. Trying not to be a problem, but end up being a problem anyhow because you know Jerry. I love Jerry because there are times when she's feeling good, she's gung ho and ready to just get things done. And I'm like, no, my brain doesn't want to work. My body doesn't work. I hurt from head to tail. And I'm like, I'm the one who basically put the idea in. I'm the one who basically wanted to get it done because it needed to be gotten done. It's the last room that we haven't really purged, but I'm just, I don't know what Jerry just said, but that's all right. Um, I'm, I get, I get to the point where it's like, okay, I know I'm tired. I know I'm hurting, but I said I was going to help do it. So I got to push through it and try to do it as much as I can before I just can't. And I don't mean can't mentally or physically. I mean just literally everything has shut down, and the only thing Jerry unfortunately is going to get out of me is a lot of stressful, things. Um, but I think, I think, when I think about it tonight, the reason why I feel the way I feel tonight is, um, pretty much I overslept. I tried to stay in bed until almost 11:30. And then when I got up, it was like, okay, I need to do this, this, and this just to start my day. And things weren't falling into place for me. It was just, okay, you got Jerry's coffee. She wants me to do this. And I need to do this. And then I need my coffee. But then I have my coffee, but I have to do this, this, and this. And I was just kind of like, aneurysm, brain explosion. I don't know. But then there are other days where I wake up and it's the opposite. Jerry ends up doing a lot of stuff for herself, and she gets to the point where she's just like, I, I know I said I was going to say something, but or do have you do something with me, but I don't feel good, so do whatever you want. And I'm like, oh, well, that just spoiled my apple cart. And I'm not trying to blame it on Jerry. I'm just trying to go, okay. I was looking to hope that Jerry would help take this energy that I have and point it in a direction that I can take it and use it. But then it was just kind of like, okay, came in here, tried to do some cleaning, tried to do some organizing, and my brain just kind of went, what are we really doing? So, it was just one of those days for me today. It was like I have no energy, and I love my wife to death. I don't get me wrong. I love her. Just some of the things that she does makes me kind of go, "What?" You know. It's one of those things where I just feel like one of those chickens that just go, you know. Um, who am I thinking of? Moana, hey, the chicken. Um, that's the way I felt. I just kind of like, hey. Um, but I mean, we got a lot of stuff done, so I can't complain about what happened this morning with my lack of direction or energy. Um, I'm actually proud about today because we got the coffee cups, purged. We got laundry for me done. I can probably throw Jerry's laundry into the machine tomorrow morning as soon as I wake up. But I'm like, huh? You know, um, I will probably, once I get done in here, probably just go straight to the bedroom and, start the medicine so I can, either go straight to sleep or what. Um, so I don't know what that was, but yeah, I'm I'm just ready for bed. I feel like I'm spinning myself in circles because I've just got, yeah, I basically used all my energy, or as Jerry Ann would say, I've used all my spoons. Um, but I'm I'm wanting to get up early tomorrow. Not only because it's Easter, but I'm gonna make big Easter breakfast because I won't be here for dinner. So dinner will be kind of a fend for yourself type deal. Um, yeah, play on words there, JD. Something Jerry used to say all the time, that she's used all her spoons. But I'm okay. I gotta snuff these candles out because I'm getting mesmerized. But they add a nice smell to my room. Nice smell, nice little ambiance. Uh oh. Okay. My blue candle almost didn't want to go out. Ooh, rum cake. They have a cake they have a cake at Walmart, and it's called Bailey's Irish cream cake. Um, well, somebody bought one, and basically everybody in the deli kind of sampled it. It don't have no alcohol taste to it. So either the Bailey's has been cooked out, or it did not have any real Bailey's. At least, that was my concern when I first tried it. And then after trying it, flipping over the box, it says on the back of the box in plain lettering, no alcohol. And I just kind of went, what's the fun of that? And calling it Bailey's Irish Cream. Bailey's Irish Cream is basically an alcohol byproduct. You know, at least I think it is. I'm not 100% sure, but I know a lot of the things that I have drunk in the past that says Bailey's has some form of alcohol flavoring to it. But anyhow, I am going to sign off. Not just because it's over. It's 63 minutes and 30 some odd hours or 40 some odd hours. And, well, that's one reason. The other reason is I have to use the restroom. So, I will see you guys on the flip side. You have a good night. Enjoy. Bye.